And we're live. Things change. No one say life hard. Why you never send no money come a yard? You rich you spend the whole night abroad. Squander your money now you living like dog. Why get the port drop down in a one pants? Broken on no money but me no response. No abiding city. One pressure for me runs. And when him the offering him did important. But him never did a look back, never did a glance, never know him would have stumbled over a can of avalanche. Shout out to everybody tuning in this morning. Shout out to the people going out to work. Shout out to the people coming in from work. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to the entrepreneurs, the stay-at-home moms and pops, the retirees. Shout out to the drivers out there, the Uber driver, the Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. It's the freaking weekend, baby! Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. We made it through another week. Another week, and here we are again on a sister time of life. When I see how much time I said, we've made it through another week. Don't stop counting now. Pay attention though. Time is flying. We spent many weeks now saying we made it through another week. Give thanks because we made it through another week. A whole heap of things are going. Shout out to the driver them for real. The weather is changing here. I know a lot of people that do driving, especially long distance trucking, and wanting to be safe out there here. So it gets rough out there on the road. I don't know the code already, but some places the roads ice over, some places all these kind of things. Adverse conditions you're going to have to navigate through in order to get your daily bread. So I wish you nothing but safety out there on the road. So the rest of us out here, big up on yourself. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being progressive, productive citizens of society if you are so. And thank you for tuning into SouFLoTV in the morning on this thing, what we call Morning Thoughts. All right. We have a lot of stuff to talk about this morning. It's called Morning Thoughts because this is our thoughts this morning. See? Now, I'm going to big up some people in a minute, but before I big up the people in a minute, let's just say, please remember to hit the thumbs up button as you come on into the room. Somebody said yesterday, sir, I have to see if I like the content first before I hit the thumbs up button. All right, my friend, I'm not argue with you. I'm not even begging you to hit it. I'm just saying it's a support thing. Hit the thumbs up button. It helps the videos to trend and so on and so forth. Them kind of thing. If you don't want to do it at your business, that same way. We love what we do, so here we go. All right? And big up to the people who actually do hit the thumbs up button regardless. Now, we're going to talk this morning about Rushane Patterson. Rushane Patterson is the man that was person of interest in the whole Slickiana, Anika Townsend murder investigation, something, and he was taken into custody. He was officially charged yesterday, but a bag of things are going behind what he was charged for and all these other things. So we're going to clarify all that information and put out what is there, broadcast what has been put out. Because we don't do news, we discuss news. Not true? All right, reasoning with intelligence. Calm down, calm down, calm down. And then we're going to talk about Spice just a little bit more. Does Spice owe it to her followers, her fans, her fan base, her supporters to come out and say something? No, because at this point, the rumor is still out there. So she in a coma some part of the Dominican Republic after getting her body done. You know, the dolly them adopt them body. And she is, in a critical state. A lot of people are worried that are genuinely concerned about her. I mean, know some people we are big Spice supporter and are like, she not come them side and do any show at all, and these people don't show up. They drive far, them spend them money and all that. These are people that support you to the fullest. Are they owed that explanation? We're going to talk about that in a minute as well. And then I have a Dear SouFlo letter I think I want to go through this morning because it did just dip on my mind. There's a brother who said, Dear SouFlo, I want a divorce. He wants a divorce after finding out his wife's past. Our past is very interesting. Hope we get to that one. But before we get to that, I said I wasn't going to talk on this only if stuff comes out first, published in some big entity like Gleaner and Observer and the Star and these kind of things, right? Well, lo and behold, the information that I was alluding to yesterday has leaked out. Now it has been published. All right, so the whole world can see it. So now I'm gonna talk about it. But me still gonna leave out some things because there's still more coming. Just a heads up. But we're going to talk about what is out there now. Because it have some of the information where me did know from before. In it, so now we can talk. All right. It's the freaking weekend, baby! Clap it up one more time. Give thanks and praises for life, yes? We made it through another week. We're not laid up in somebody's hospital, people. Nobody now planned with funeral this morning. We are doing quite okay. Give thanks. Not true? All right. Me said, where do I start? Big up some people this morning. I have some elderberry and echinacea in my cup this morning. People said I'm like me pretty cup. It's a gift. It was given to me by my kids for Father's Day, right? Full of superheroes on it because I am my children's superhero. I'm like that. That's what you should strive to be, by the way, as a parent. You don't have to be them friend, but you could definitely be their role model, their superhero. You understand? All right. And that's why my life good. Because once I'm their superhero, everything else is okay. Now I work for impress a soul outside of them. Not true? All right. Here we go. Straight up to the top and big up some people this morning. Then we're going to get right to it. I want you to leave in the comment section right now, though, which topic you think we should start out with. Do we start out with the Rushane Patterson stuff? A whole heap of something go on in there now. Or do we start out with the Spice talk? Yesterday we talked about Lady Saws prior to Spice or for Spice. Today we just going to talk about further the thing more, and does her fan base deserve some kind of notification, something from her directly right now? Clear the air, so to speak. SouFLo, dear SouFLo, I want a divorce after finding out about my wife's past. We could get into that one. And St. James gang war has spread to Florida, USA. Which one you want to talk about? It first. In the meantime, Asarin Odetta is in the building, and she's the first one here. June O'Brien is here. Lil Red Gucci 2, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Audrey Wright, Wayne Nathan, thank you for being here. Kat Smarney is here this morning. Lady J Daya, Candice on the Beat Daya, Pussy Galore is here. Marcia McGann Lopez is in the building this morning. Sharon Spence is here this morning. Branches is here. Jane Andadea. Karen Notice is in the building. Janet Stewart's in the building this morning. Andrea Shervis. Rosalind Smikle is here this morning. Jet Shelley. Hope all is well with you, Jet Shelley. Thank you for being here. Denzel Gale. Debbie Jervis. BM. Pauline McGram. Bramo Wright says, clap up the weekend. Namos. Devin Gale is in the building, says, good morning, SouFLo family and friends. Big up one and all. 5Field63 is in the building. Good morning, SouFLo and everyone on the platform, all the way from England, Great Britain. Shout out to our Great Britain family. The man them round at Brixton and them place there. Marilyn Grant's in the building this morning. Great Goodies is here. Kai Tai Jai Empress is here this morning. Thank you for being here. All right. If I didn't call your name, a couple of names like Diana Thomas and Stacey Ann Williams and Maisa is in the building, and Ricky Reed there this morning. Big up to Virtuous Fire, Patsy Barrett. You don't know already. If I not call your name, Beast Boy, Tells, Sean Cassell. You already know how it goes, all right? Continue to like the video, fam, Sean Cassell says. Continue to hit the thumbs up button, Sean Cassell says. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate you greatly. All right, where do we start this morning? Which one do you want here? I don't know why I'm just grab this bull by the horns and ride out. Which one do you want to hear first? Let me sip my echinacea before we get into all this. Things change. No one says life hard. Why you never send a penny come my yard? You're rich, yo. You spend the whole of it abroad. Squander your money now, you're living like dog. Boy, get the port drop down in a one pants. Broke and have no money, but me no response. Bojo, the great Bojo the Bantan. No abiding city. Spice. A whole heap of people say Spice. Matter of fact, okay, I saw Rushane before that. Me need to pay attention. Sometimes I just get lost in this music, this reggae music thing. Big up to Bojo Bantan. Spice. Next person say Rushane, Mr. Rushane, Spice. Spice, Rushane, Spice, Grace, Spice, Rushane, Spice. I just saw the know with it. It's either Rushane or Spice. Everyone juicy, you choose. All right, so it seems equally Rushane or Spice to me. So we're gonna start off with the Spice thing and get that out of the way. Because we did so much Spice yesterday that we can leave that, shorten that today and then get into the rest. So the rumor is still out there. Of course, Spice's a representative of hers has came forward to say that it is all a lie, not no gossip, rumors, she's fine. But when has Spice ever been known to send a representative to speak for her? She's never done that. Spice is a very outspoken person and she's always been that way, right? So anything did I go on, she's always been the kind of person to come and address it to us, our audience, even if it's like a 5-minute video. So my perception of all this now, I remember saying, no, me not direct nobody life, I'm just saying. I feel like it's owed to her audience. Tell me if I'm wrong, tell me if I disagree. Does she have the right now to just go off, drop off, and bad news left and everybody worried? Or do you think you owe it to your people who actually really support you? Because some people, let me tell you that some people really support you. Some people really support you. Like, I know it personally. Some people really support you. Some people show up here so every morning. I have there's quite a few people that say, SouFlo, me say every video where you put on, me watch it. Me no miss none. You have some people out there that might tune in every now and then, but you have some people that are on notification, and if them notification now work, they notice it and them say something about it and they still check in and they don't miss a single video. And anything we got going on, they're all in it. You know what I mean? To include purchasing membership to the channel, this exclusive membership, which allows you to be in the chat room and talk up the things them amongst this family of the chat room. Seeing? So that is the kind of support that you can't just get up one day and be like, yo, I need some time off, I'm going about my business, and no explanation. And then people out there are like, I want to SouFlo. I'm here, say, boy, I'm getting a bad accident and them doing something on Miami, and I'm just sitting somewhere just laughing and watching it and going, wait till me come back. I'm going to surprise some people. I understand how entertainment goes and how important it is to keep things exciting. However, I think in this case, this is not, oh, she just disappear. I wonder if she gone go get back with Rasta or something like that. My father Spice, I know them something there. I wonder if she and Rasta get back together and I can rekindle them thing and all this. No, this is like, it's a life or death. Is she okay? Is she not okay? Are you all right? Send a sign. Say something to it, right? That's what I think. Am I right? Nicole Coleman says, I think she's in a bad... Oh, you think it's real, Nicole? Kaz Robinson says, SouFlo, I only miss your updates if I have to work, but I always catch up later in the day. Big up yourself. Yes, I love that. And this is the kind of support of people like Uno that I'm trying to say deserve to know. You know what I mean? You deserve to know. You deserve to know. You are invested some way. You deserve to know. Marcia Magram Lopez says, you're right. So the audience deserves to know, right? Nicole Coleman says, yes, definitely. Who is there to report, though? SouFlo only Michelle. Okay. And if me get the live, you bet I'm watching it later, says Patty Barron. Big up yourself. Nicole Coleman says, I think she's in a bad situation. I hope not. I hope it's not the situation where them put out that she's in. Wouldn't like to know that she's in a coma somewhere. She have 2 young babies, she have 2 children that I call babies. I mean, they're not babies as in 4-month-old and these things, but they are small children who are very close to their mom. When you see how she and I picking them flex already, them very close. So, anything I go on is like, damn, that's a sad situation. That's why yesterday when the lady said, if I didn't mean to pray for her, I pray for she dead. I said, wow, you would pray for a mom to die and leave her 2 young children in this world, the way how the world are run. Nobody else will never love them children like how she loved them and take care of them, You know that. That's one of my biggest fears in life. I mean, even if you set things in place and say they will be monetarily okay, just know, say, they're going to be missing them hugs. They're going to be missing those kiss on the cheeks. They're going to be missing them tight squeezes there and your voice, your vibration, and the way you care about them and go crazy about them. You don't realize who really love you and who really care about you in life until your people them start dying and passing on. And then you're like, man, nobody will ever do that for me ever again in life. Like when my grandmother passed, I know for a fact, me not have nobody else who gonna cry for me. And I'm like, why are you crying? And tears just a run. Like my grandmother cry like something wrong with me, like every single time she see me, she see me 4 times for the year. And every time I'm asking her, Grandma, what happened? Why are you crying? And she's like, it's tears of joy, baby. It's tears of joy. Grandma, just happy to see you. So, you when you start lose them kind of people in your life, so if them picnic, if you lose their mother, there's certain things that nobody else can replace. So I would have never prayed them the kind of prayer that for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I think, yes, man, I'm worried about her. See, Vicky Victor is saying I'm worried about her. Julie Tapper says I think something is wrong. We well seasoned from yesterday. Spicy says Brummel, right? Mrs. Nia, exactly. Always have. All right. Who is there to report? I don't know. My children's father just recently passed at 46. Mrs. Nia, oh my God. Really? Damn, man. And I bet he was a good dad. My condolences, my friend, even though condolences is the cliche thing to say, and it really doesn't help or change anything, but it's the least that I can say or do, Least I can say or do. Spice is definitely not in control right now, or else she would have addressed everything. And I think so. I think so too. But not in control means what? Because she's teamed up with big entities. Remember, she's on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta be doing some crazy stuff sometimes for promotions, for excitement's sake. And it makes the thing do numbers. You know what I'm saying? So you always see like Safari and Erica Mena get together, boom, big excitement. They're getting married. Oh, they're moving so fast. Baby is on the way. Ooh, another baby. Damn, they're fighting. Now they're going to get divorced. Oh my God, they're fighting on social media. Now we're going to have to tune in to see what happens on the next season off. That kind of stuff. Spice is now in that world. So, know if some media mogul manager says, listen, lay low for a minute, let that run, and let people think what they want to think. When you show up, it'll be your turn to, and whatever. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes, or maybe she really is in a situation where it's close to what was said, or is the rumor that, she gonna get the body done and she is not doing too well after. I've seen videos, I've watched documentaries of women getting their bodies done, and I've seen women flatline after them get them body done. Pressure start go up, all kind of crazy things start happening to their body. They're rushing them back into the ER and all these things. And I wonder, why the hell do women do that? I'm not saying that that's what she went and did. I'm just saying because that is tied to the rumor of what might be happening with her. Me just I said, on a broader scale, I don't know why women take that risk to do that. If me did I want woman and my body just flat like pancake and bummy, it would have just have to stay so the rest of my life. Because me not change it. Me have to go wear some pad up panty or something. But me not change it and go through that or risk that. I was doing eye surgery the other day. And when I went in there, me a panic. Me a panic because I thought I was going to go sit in a chair and they were going to numb my eye and, do what them have to do. No, me have to change, take off clothes, put on gown, lay down on my back in that hospital bed, looking up at nothing but lights. That thing was frightening. And I'm asking them out loud, Mr. All this for just the eye? And then a man come over there, called the anesthesiologist, come and tell me about they're gonna have to introduce a needle to your eyeball. So I'm gonna give you something so you fall asleep, and you won't even feel it. And I'm like, whoa, fall asleep, because I discussed this before with the surgeon. First, they have you meet with the surgeon. So we discussed this before with the actual surgeon that was going to be doing the surgery. And she told me that I was not going to be put to sleep. So why not try to put me to sleep now? I start freak out because I had a friend when we came back from my last deployment in the army. A brother of mine, big white boy, he's like 6'6", 6'7", about 300 and something pounds, big dude. He manned the machine gun while we were out there, you know what I said, upon deployment. When we come back, he transferred to our next unit. The man had a shoulder surgery, dislocated his shoulder and had a shoulder surgery at his new unit in Hawaii and passed away because they put him to sleep for the surgery and he didn't wake up. So these things are real. Somebody they are panic, you know. Plus, I've seen the documentaries of women going into all kind of stuff, doing that stuff. So it's very, very real. But me daddy I do eye surgery and me a freak out. All when them wheel me go in the room, my friend, I'm gonna say everybody in there look like everybody is in blue gowns, face cover up, head cover up. Me say no. Me see this part movie. This is like when they about to do brain surgery or open heart surgery and stuff like that. I mean, me still have things, all kind of stuff I go through my head. I hope they have the right person in the room. I hope nobody not crack my chest open while I'm unconscious and then say, oops, wrong patient, because these things happen. Them in there amputate leg and it's the person next to you whose leg was supposed to be amputated. Medical errors happen, right? And sometimes it costs people them life. That's my point, and that is a reality. Just Google how many people die annually from medical errors in the US alone. Just Google that real quick and put it on the screen, and you will see it's an alarming number. So I'm not like, oh, it's 1 and 2 and just now and then this happens. It's something to be scared about. Me then I ask the people them, all this for eye surgery? I'm going in. All this for eye surgery? They wheeling me in. I'm on my back. I'm like, really? All this for eye? Y'all really extra with this. I go under, you know. And I'm fighting it now. Me I come out, me I go under, me I come out, me I go under. And next thing me know, I'm waking up. I'm here. Okay, I'm almost done. Okay, that's good now. Awesome. I'm like, what the? I remember just seeing beer fog out of that eye, but I could see the blues. Like the blue. I'm say, all right, me come back. No, sir. No, sir. So yeah. I think everybody pretty much agree with me that she needs to go live. At least jump on Instagram. In a business, how busy you are. Jump on Instagram for at least 5 minutes. I said, listen, I wasn't gonna come on. You know, me put up the notification and say, me not like address every and anything and these things, but I understand so feel some type of way and people are worried about me and I appreciate you guys so much, but here I am, I'm okay. All right. Me gone now. Stop listening to rumors. Me soon come back. That's it. That took about 2 minutes, like a minute and a half just now. Not even a minute. Right? I think you owe them that. Right? The best thing is coming to after. Boy, Purple Royal, when you come to after, to know that you went under and man could have stayed there. If that's what death feels like, then I don't know because me don't know nothing. The man I tell me about, I'll come and tell you when it starts to kick in, so you won't be too anxious. You'll know when you're going to sleep. The man that never come back. Me see him walk past me so, I walk back so, and I fell asleep. And I didn't even know when I fell asleep. I'm there I'm there looking, I'm like, all this for eye surgery though? Gone. I'm still hoping it's a bad joke too, Pussy Galore. I'm still hoping it's just a rumor. I'm still hoping it's not true. You know? She might still be in a coma, says Muriel Harris. Could this be like the change color to white? Oh, when she did Black Hypocrisy? Yeah, she did that's a very powerful song, actually. Because we were talking about how she always had the pum pum song, skin out me pum, and them kind of boom off on body. And I said, man, she could do so much with her platform. And then she dropped Black Hypocrisy, and I was like, yes, something like this, where she talked about within our own community, even us, I do it to our own people. You're black and ugly. Damn, I don't like him. I don't like black men when they that black. Motherfucker black and crunchy black. That's it's ugly. You know, we do that. And oh, red girl, she beautiful and pretty, and she light skin. And if she dark skin, oh, is she ugly? Or them tell some dark skinned females that, man, you real pretty for a dark skinned girl. Like, what the? You know? So she addressed all that, which I thought was social commentary, a good song, a solid piece of work. But she had a lot of excitement surrounding it. Because she put out pictures first of her, but this is different. She put out pictures first of her bleaching and look like a white person. Everybody said, yo! And the rumor with it was that she went somewhere and had her melanin stripped off because she was tired of being bullied for being the color of shade of skin that she has. And some people, believe it or not, to how people support her. You have people who say, yo, me want to know what she do because me want to do it too. And then you have others that say, you look better like this. Me love you either way, but you look better like this. You know, Jamaican people, somehow we try to give a compliment, but it's really a disrespect. But first we say, no disrespect still enough. And then we proceed to disrespect you and these kind of things. Yeah, you look better like that, but me like you both ways still. And then it turned out that it was done makeup for, and it was done so good that a lot of us couldn't tell that it was makeup for a video. We thought it was actually, because we couldn't see it. All the experts who were zooming in and saying that them still couldn't figure it out because it was done that good. But that's different. This is about life and death, and people really worried. Wasn't nobody too pressed, oh, she's going to die and leave her children because she changed her skin color. That was more excitement. This right here, so this is like, I'm starting to believe that it's true. I hope she really is okay, kind of thing. Kaitaja Empress, you see this? Watch this. Kaitaja Empress said she will definitely lose points from me if she carry on a hoax for this long for something so serious. You see what I say? I know everything a joke, and it's not all the time people want to go along with some of the stuff that you're doing. There's things that you can get away with, not true? And people will say, you're a joker, you know. Like the time when I said me and Shakira broke up. I go up on camera and I cry. And the whole heap of vlogger them take it and run with it. I think it was Multamasi, big up Multamasi, said, yo, SouFLo, and the way how the man are crying, you can tell say it's a genuine cry. That time me over there watching, you know, and I say, my acting skills must be good because they're over there saying it's a genuine cry. You can tell the youth hurt for real. And people start jump on my side and some are jump on Shakira's side. And I say, we don't want to hear nothing from Uno man. And I don't want to hear nothing from you till me hear FR side. Then you have those that were like, yo, bro, go and hold your head up, yo. I saw them gal stay. You see them young gal, blah, blah, blah. And then I went live. And then while me I talk and I say, yeah, man, she still not come back yet and everything. She just walked onto the camera and the place shell way. That is gimmicks. That is different. You understand? What we were doing actually back then was just weeding the grass low. I was doing. Because some people supported, so I wanted to see. And I had time. I wanted to see. And of course, some people were there. Yo, I love y'all, man. You so beautiful as a couple. Them same one come on there and say, yes, a long time she feel left you. I know so she not gonna left you, you know. See it here? You chat too much. You're this, you're that. And I said, wow, the same people. And then when she walk on now, it was like a handful of people that was like, SouFLo, me not buy none of this. Prank no run. Prank no run. But we used to run some pranks just to make the channel fun and these things, right? Exactly. I did believe you fool me. Julie Tapper said, come here, ball, I water and these things, don't? Nicola Coleman says, you got me. SouFLo, that one did got me. It got a lot of people. Up to this day, when people ready for cuss me, them say, yeah, that's why the girl left you. I'm surprised that she come back, but don't wait, she soon gone again. She don't want there with your youth. You know, see, she left. Remember when she left you, you know? They still don't. Just like the whole stripper rumors. I'm still a stripper to many people. Somebody sent a video, come give me the other day, of a popular DJ who included me in his lyrics as something about stripper soul flow, me on a soul flow, something, you know. So them still whatever they're gonna believe. But it wasn't life or death. I wasn't dying. I wasn't pretending to be dying. I didn't put no rumors out there, or I would have came and clear up something like that. I may never have much subscribers then. We did just start grow, really. So yeah, here we are now, right? And close off the Spice segment by saying, I don't think it's a hoax either. That's why I don't think she's in control. Jane Ander says Kaita Joy Empress. And I hope it's not a PR stunt, says Veronica Gale. Marcia Miguel Lopez says, you were crying. You was a wicked man. I've been through some painful things in life. So I just access that place and just draw emotions from there. And then the tears start flow. You see me? That's what that was. Yeah, I hope it's a hoax. But I don't think she should keep it going for this long. Spice, and which part of there? Your publicist, whoever, manager, me want to know, say, the people them out here are demanding that she come forward for at least 5 minutes or 2 minutes even. And say, hey guys, I'm okay. Me gone. Don't believe blah blah blah. Me all right. Bye. That was like 20 seconds just now. They're owed at least that. Right? All right. Moving right along. I see people telling okay, Jan, big up yourself and thank you. Jan says, based on sources, I think Spice is in danger. Based on sources. You see that source is something there? But y'all might know more than I do, and I don't know who your sources are. Yeah. But if your sources are vetted, then you know, you might know more than me. 5Field63 says, I always catch up with your videos. If I don't get to watch the live ones, I'm listening to your morning thoughts on my way home from work. Big up yourself and thank you. And Carrie Ann Jones says, from me a picnic, me know 2 things you should don't tell lie with, sickness and death. Yes, and I saw them raise with. You can joke about everything else, but don't joke about death and sickness, because them used to tell we say, it will take you for real. Go and joke. Go and joke about that until it take you for real, don't? So them thing there, we don't joke about. And another thing was, you never swear on the life of, say, your children as a parent. You never swear, I swear to God, me put this part, me picnic them. Some people do that, you know, and them are lying up. And people will tell you, say, yo, you swear on your picnic them life, and then crosses take them later because you did a swear upon them life and tell lie. So I don't think this is funny anymore. I'm through playing the game. Me too, as a fan, want to know. Come out, Spice. Come say something to it. All right? If I even for 60 seconds, 30 seconds even. Hi, guys. I'm okay. Stop listening to rumors. Catch you later. Bye. The place would have done. Because everybody would have said, it was short. It was a clip. It was like 10 seconds, but she's okay. Let's see how that plays out. All right? Let's see how that plays out. We'll be following this one closely. Let's move on now to our next topic now. The youth in the Slickiana case now. Boy, I really want to get to them dear SouFLo here, you know. I really want to. The youth in the Slickiana case now, Rushane Patterson. So it has come to light that he has been charged. All right. But here what? The details of what he was charged with and all these other things. Now, of course, people were saying that Rushane's family is well connected, and SouFLo, you soon hear about it. One person tell me, say, Rushane's safe around one part, well protected. You soon hear about it. And I bet him now get charged with the Slickiana or something. I said, however it unfolds, we will be here to find out. Right? Well, them have him. He is in custody. He has been charged officially. Patterson charged with offenses that are not related to Slickiana death. This could be a good thing. All the other things are catching up to him, it seems. See? Hanover, Jamaica, Rushane Patterson, the man who was named as a person of interest in the probe into the death of popular social media personality Anika Slickiana Townsend, was charged a short while ago with unrelated offenses stemming from other cases. The number of cases and the full details surrounding those cases are not available at this time. The number of cases. are not available at this time. I wonder if. So he has been formally charged for some offenses related to main one under the investigation now. State Police Area 1 Commander Assistant Commissioner of Police ACP Clifford Chambers said that the offenses from previous cases, including abduction and abduction with the intent to rob. With the intent to rob, here no kidnapping, or well, kidnapping is abduction, but you don't hear any rape or you didn't hear any murder. ACP Chambers said ongoing investigations have led to deferments, informal charges being placed against Patterson in relation to the Townsend case. I guess that means they're continuing to investigate that, but they have other cases also that they have to catch up on concerning this man. So they want to go ahead and charge him with, or try to stick him with those first and then move over to the Slickiana something. Now, the full length of this goes like this. Listen up, because I'm just going to run through it. This is the part where I pay for the information, then I give it to you. Attorney at law Michelle Thomas, which is his attorney who is representing Rushane Patterson, the person of interest in the murder of social media influencer Anika Slickiana Townsend, is accusing the police of breaching due process after her client was reportedly questioned behind her back. You see, when you have a good lawyer, it was front page news yesterday. A police officer was accused of murder and bust off the murder case, and they held him for 3 extra days in lockup after he was freed by the Crown. And he took that to trial too and beat it and won a judgment of, I believe it's $17 million yesterday in Jamaica, right? So the lawyer told the Gleaner, shout out to the Gleaner, that her client was questioned on Wednesday and a statement was recorded. Remember, he has been charged. Thomas also reported that her client was taken from his cell and was transported to a guest house in Hanover by the police as part of their investigation. Interesting. Now, given the sensitive nature of this high-profile case, Thomas said that the police should ensure that they dot all their I's and cross all their T's. She argued that she would have been present for the interrogation and should have been present for the interrogation of her client. In other words, what did I say before? I say, I hope, because this could be a tactic too, They could really blunder the case and make a man walk, All right? We've seen it happen before. So if them fumble the ball and don't do all the right things, which they know they should have done, you could literally take this to court and get the whole thing thrown out. Sometimes I believe that they do stuff like this when they want that person to walk. Because then the crowd is quieted, because the crowd has said, yes, them have him. Yes, them a try him. See that them a carry him go from himself, gone over the guest house and this and that. Them a drag around the boy. It a go happen. But on the low, they're fumbling everything. Them a move. They're doing stuff like, hey, question him without him attorney being here. Carry him go over this so without nobody knowing. Violate him rights and this and that. And then it comes all forward in court. The next thing you know, the whole of everything dash out. So that's what I said. I hope they do not fumble the ball and do that. I'm not judge, jury, and executioner. So if he indeed is guilty, I want them to be able to prove that and then max him out. If he indeed is not guilty, I want that to be proven and Lego the man and go find the real killer them. That's what I'm saying. He might say something, which does not mean, this is his attorney. His attorney said, I should have been there when my client was questioned and I was not. That's a big blunder. Yes, them take him go to the guest house, Patsy Barron, from what's being reported, took him from his cell, drive him go around guest house as a part of their investigation. He might say something which does not mean that he is guilty, but it may prejudice his case, his attorney said. His attorney is warning them better have all them I's dotted and all of them T's crossed, because she's not coming to play. Patterson was apprehended by the police at a guest house in Hanover on Wednesday, a day before he was expected to surrender to the security forces. He was named as a person of interest shortly after Townsend's body was recovered from the sea in Reading, St. James on October 21st. The police had reported on Tuesday that Patterson would be turning himself in on Thursday and would be charged after he was questioned. So they already put it out there that he would be charged after he was questioned. But everybody thought he would be charged for the Slickiana stuff, when it's actually they had other stuff on him. According to his lawyer, the investigators in the case deliberately blocked her from the question and answer session, or the Q&A session, and then they went ahead and they engaged the services of a justice of the peace. The morning of the said interview, I spoke with him. I spoke with Rushane. So if he had any intentions, it would have been easy for him to say, not Rushane, I spoke with him, the person in charge. So if he had any intentions, it would have been easy for him to say, Miss Thomas, I'm going into office and I'm going to do, oh, she's talking about Rushane. She said the morning of the question, she spoke to her client, and it would have been easy for him to say, if he had known, them are going to question me today, Miss Thomas, and you need to be here, right? I'm going to do the Q&A, so make yourself available. She added that her client was told that he did not need a lawyer. Thomas, this seemed like one whole bunch of blunders already, honestly. These are all things that could get this case thrown out, whether you want to believe it or not. Ask any attorney. These are all things so far that could get this thrown out. This is not guessing. This is factual. Questioned without the presence of an attorney, denied the attorneys access to their client, and went ahead and questioned him anyway, is moving him around from place to place to aid in your investigation while telling him he does not need an attorney, all this other stuff. These are her allegations. These can all make this get thrown out. So that person that was say, SouFLo, him say from one part, but watch and see. Wait, you soon get the whole like, I'm starting to think this is what they mean. Me I start to think, say, this them I try heads me upon. Thomas said that she had called the investigators that morning to inform him that she was available. And she called to find out when the question and answer session would take place. But she was told that she needed to call back at about 10 a.m. However, the attorney said that several calls to the investigator that same day were all not answered. Now, if she can actually pull up her phone and prove, I called, see, that time, that day, that time, they deliberately, and here is when I spoke to him, and this is what he said, and they deliberately held me out. Why not do that? Why are y'all doing that? To me, this is them obstructing justice or obstructing the investigation themselves. They're sabotaging it. I am just putting it on record that the police are treading on a dangerous course, she said, because any statement that is given under coercion is actually not admissible in court. This is what the attorney said. Want to hear that though? Oh, man. Area 1 Police Commander, Assistant Commissioner of Police, ACP Clifford Chambers, told the Gleaner that he could not respond to Thomas' claim as he has not yet been updated on that aspect of the investigation. But Chambers, while pointing out that more than 5 different lawyers have expressed an interest in representing Patterson, said he was not sure if Thomas had been retained in the matter and is in fact actually her attorney. That's their excuse what I'm come with. We're never too sure if I'm attorney because 5 lawyers have expressed interest in representing Rushane. So we're never too sure if she was actually retained. That's why we never did answer. I call them and block her out and these things. Sips tea. More like gulps tea. That's what the case right before we, You see, in the other case, with the other young lady there, look at me, almost forgetting her name already. This is how life is. You're gone, and soon you're forgotten. But Donnelly Donaldson, this is the same way they could fumble the bag in that case. Just do everything wrong and give the attorney grounds to have stuff to say. It's easy for this attorney to prove all this. It's easy for the attorney to prove all this. I did call. I did tell them I am his attorney. I have been retained. I did tell them I need to be there if there's a question and answer session. They did inform me to call back at this time. Phone records are not hard to pull up nowadays. And if them can't prove all that, I fling out this. You hear me? However, he said, in cases where lawyers contact an investigator and advises that he or she is the legal representative, arrangements have consistently been made for the attorney to be present for the interviews. Not in this case. Chambers said that Patterson was slapped Thursday with assault and abduction charges in relation to a 2018 matter. No charges were being laid against him in the influencers case. 2018 matter. This is not one that we know about. We know about the 2014 matter. We know about a recent matter 5 months ago. We didn't know about no 2018 matter. And like they said, the number of cases has not been revealed yet. So it looks like they've been compiling stuff on this man too. Let's see how it goes. All I know is, me see them a fumble the bag right now. And it look like they're doing it on purpose. Y'all don't do no more of that stuff. Don't touch the man there again. Don't care. I'm going to know if you know investigation. Make sure I'm attorney around and all these things. And let's play the game fair. If you can fairly prove that yes, I him do it, that's what we want. Me, I'm all for justice, right? I'm not for seeing the wrong person doing time for something they didn't do. Just because we want justice in a hurry. I need proper proof. And if I get the proper proof, I can say fry him rotted. Yes, it's him. Because this is irrefutable proof. Fry that. As it sits, looks like they're fumbling the bag. This looks also like it's on purpose, because why would you do that? A police, them know the law. Them know so them can't question the man without the presence of his attorney. They know. And especially if the attorney is calling and you're telling the attorney to call back, and while the attorney is calling back, you're actually questioning him. JCF. And then Henry says, Patterson keeps saying he has a lawyer. Why did not the police verify? Patty Barnes says this boy is a serial rapist and murderer for years on the land. That's the talk. The talk is he's a serial murderer and rapist. And a serial murderer and rapist that they have known about for quite some time. So he's not new to them. And obviously he's not new to them because we know about cases or another case from before. And then we know now we are talking about a next case again. And then we know about a more recent case and then suspicious in the Slickiana case. And that's just the 4 that we are able to now piece together. 4, right? If indeed he is guilty, then yeah, we're looking at a serial murderer rapist. But it's interesting to see how them not charge him with rape. They didn't charge him with murder. He's been charged with abduction and abduction with the intent to rob. So basically, this is a robbery charge. Abduction or kidnapping in the US could get you 25 years. I told you all this before. A youth running our house, drugs life them in, all right? I'm running at the house and everybody is in one room. And just the fact that he took the woman of the house from one room by gunpoint to the next room, he got hit with a kidnapping charge. And of course, is a dummy because they're doing an interview with him behind bars. But when he said it, he was like, yo, man, everybody else I was with on that same job that they did, them people that got 5 years and 4 years and they're out. He got hit with the robbery charge, plus he got hit with a kidnapping charge, and the kidnapping charge carried 25 years, plus his robbery charge, and now he's looking at over 30 years in prison. He was sentenced to over 30 years. I don't know if it's like that in Jamaica. I didn't look it up to see how much time an abduction charge costs could get you in prison. But I know in the US, if you go abduct, you might as well kill because them fling time on your feet for real, for real. Especially in the event of a robbery or anybody got shot or anything like that. So I don't know them do it over there, but it's a simple charge them have upon him, a robbery charge. Murder and rape is a big charge. Him not get hit with those yet. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFLo.
Morning, fam. What going?
That's a good job.
Manners and respect, family.
Yeah, man. On this topic of the Russian or Russian, I'm seeing where the public and social media is forcing the JCF to come clean or go home.
Right.
So, yeah, man, Fitzdaily, them smart, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Them, you have some members of the force who really up to doing good policing. But yes, the fetters around the other people them live from the proceeds of the crime, including police officers. Make it a little bit difficult.
Same.
The pressure that came onto them from the Donald's angling has brought them to a place where they are now doing timely, concentrated investigation, and social media is helping.
Right.
Either it help to deter people or it help them to uncover things that would have been hidden. So if you notice, nothing about Slickiana was mentioned to him in any questioning. And you can legally question a man in front of two justices of the peace. You don't need a lawyer. If you can't find a lawyer, they can do it in front of a justice of a peace. One or two.
That's risky.
You understand?
Yeah, that's a loophole.
Yeah, man.
That's a loophole.
No.
All right. So justice of the peace, right, is a person who could very well be along with the police. So if the police have ill intentions, they could be working with justice of the peace. Your attorney is specifically there to represent you. So them not gonna stand for anything that could jeopardize their client, because an attorney's goal is for win for them client and win for themselves. So yeah, that's a loophole, my brother.
Yes, but he could be questioned on something previous, like it's what they said 2018. They are still putting things together. Really. Because this is what I can understand. Nobody in Jamaica now have so much money to pay the entire constabulary force to be dirty. It not take one whole crop of apple to spoil apple. One apple in the bunch. Spoil the entire bunch. You understand?
So you're of the perception that majority of the police officers in the JCF are clean and good people, and it's only a few of them are into things or might be operating rogue? Are you?
No, so far. I did 13 years in that establishment.
So you can speak from...
Yeah, man, I can't tell us. Let me tell you this, man. Me know the good, the bad, and the ugly, brother.
All right.
This is not something where we are not robot, we are dealing with it, brother. We are dealing with human, dealing with emotion.
Same.
You don't care how much upstanding police officer you is, you still have to have a little feeling towards your mother, your brother, your family. So what I know of a fact, they would normally don't let you have anything to do with the investigation of a criminal that is your family member.
Right.
No, because I was in a situation where we trained with a sister, and I are a good friend. And I could try to take police life and it go the other way. Yeah, but we see it in our eyes, we feel it, we know, but it's the work, it has to go on. So there are times when people
listen. Me not cut you off, but hear me out. What you see right now, with all the mistakes that are the allegations that his attorney has put forward so far, doesn't it look to you like those are mistakes that are being made on the part of the JCF, which could possibly cause everything to be thrown out against him?
Yeah, man. So, I'm not deny the fact that, look at this now, police aren't appeared. And lawyer trained to find loophole. Some of the time, the police them either not have enough time and resources in terms of man number.
Yeah.
It's all right, the 5 of uno stay upon the case here for the next 15 months. It's not possible. Them have 15 cases in 15 days. You understand? So, what needs to happen, brother, is these high profile. As a matter of fact, every murder high profile to me because of life. So we just need to do the thing right and try to clean up the force. It's not go easy, brother. Because if the river head dirty, but I'm can't clean.
All right, but bring it back into this specific case here. May I ask you specifically, is a yes or a no? Do you, after watching and listening to all the stuff that his lawyer just said that they made these fumbles, these errors, does it not look to you as if these are things that can get this thrown out against him?
No. So for people, different people, Rushane have something to go on to, man. How can a man running in law, in and out of and similar charges, and still a come a road?
No, you talk to me. All right, sir.
Yeah, no, it's not impossible, man. Right. SouFLo. We don't deal with nobody from Mars and somebody from Jupiter, man. We are dealing with human being who no ear no growing on their hand, nigga.
But we don't want to talk around the thing. We want to hit that bullseye this morning. So that's why I didn't want
nobody and nigga, man. The man them, you know, it thing set away, brother.
All right.
But anyway, go on do the thing.
Manners and respect, family.
I'm in love the vibes, brother.
Manners.
Love the vibe. Bless up your step.
All right, blessings.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yes. Okay, yes. They're making a whole bunch of fumbling go on. Somebody said DPP always fumble the bag. Yeah, DPP always conveniently fumbles the bag. I can tell you every time so far, after the Kentucky kid, me I telling you, that put me onto it, I saw some other stuff before, but after that, I started watching closely. And every time that bag was fumbled, it was out of convenience. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Wagwan fam, warm to your phone, because we can't hear you.
Can you hear me better?
No, barely. We're up on Bluetooth.
Yeah, hear me better?
Yeah, loud and clear. Wagwan.
Yeah, just to make this quick, two of these things, the slicky and the girl face and the name face. And the fact that the police and the mention nothing about the case. Me think them just lose a long time case here. Just to keep him in their custody until them put together the final case and slicky on the case before them slap it on it. But just think the strategy are just to
fall him
in their custody until them finish piece together.
But what about the other case? what about
actually throw that on him.
But what about the other case from a couple months ago? What that we had just found out about, and it was a murder rape case.
Well, it looked like some kind of cover up, but the pressure with them a commander, we think the main focus are the Slickiana case. And the fact that said, I didn't even mention it, we think them are reserved it, we think them just want to detain him so they can have him in a custody while they are put together the case there.
That makes sense still.
The police really want you and them can't find the final piece, they will find anything just to put
tie you up for a while.
In their position.
Aye. Strategy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right,
you make sense, my brother. Thank you. Manners here. Could be. But again, from all the stuff that the lawyer says, she not come to play now. She said you better have all your I's dotted and your T's crossed properly, because it's gonna be on, right? And she lists a bunch of stuff they have done wrong already. Yeah, they could be doing that to hold him because them don't have nothing much else concrete and they're still digging and piecing together and patching up. Could be. We're on the outside, we don't know the full details. But the thing that bothers me is me hear murder rape, suspicious murder rape, and then charges of robbery and abduction, no murder, no rape. So a serious charge hasn't hit him yet, really. Man go rob people and come out in a couple of years, man. Robbery charge not carry much. Murder charge carries, of course, extensively a whole lot more. And rape charge combined with murder is a different case, especially multiple rapes and murders. But he hasn't been charged in any of those or with anything that serious. BM says, people don't worry. They will soon mention about the recent case. This is Jamaica. Yeah, the recent cases, very hush-hush. All them say it was murder rape. Another murder rape. They didn't give us a victim. You know, usually the media houses would be like, Janet Jones was reported missing in on this day and last seen with Rushane Patterson as well. Similar story to the whole Slickiana case story, and she was found here, there, and all this, and he was a person of interest then, and he was charged, and he was on bail, and he absconded bail, and he was supposed to be in court in May, and he never showed up for that, and this and that and the other. They just said another case from 5 months ago, and it was a murder rape. That was so vague. They have me thinking, who is the victim? Where did go on Deso? But they're not telling us much. Media still researching. You mean police still researching? Because all media does is reach out to police, because police is the one that has the real information that the media can publish. The media can't publish hearsay, you know. That's why I like to go off at these sites, so when time people say, where you get that story there from? Nothing no go so. I say, well, if nothing no go so, blame Star or blame Gleaner or blame Observer, because I got it from here. Printed on this day. Printed on 11/4/2022. Go and look. And the headline was blah, blah, blah. You can go look it up for yourself. Them can print. When named them from Rona, Marcus Lane did say, because them know him from long time, and them say a long time he might do this. They can't print stuff like that. That are for the internet. That is for the streets. It's the slow approach for me, knowing that this man has history. Exactly, Kaitai Joy. Exactly. But give them the benefit of the doubt once more and watch this workout and see how it goes. And let me clear myself up again. I'm not trying to be judge, juror, and executioner. I don't want to see anybody who didn't do something actually do prison time for it just because people want rush justice. At the same time, if he is indeed guilty, I want proper police work to be done, irrefutable proof to be gathered, evidence to be gathered, and then max his ass out if he is that person indeed. If he's not, free up the man, make him go about in business, and do your proper investigation and go find who actually did it. That's what I want to see happen. Cliche. That's what everybody wants to see happen. Not true? Well, we'll see. We will see. This other thing, you know. This other thing, yeah. Cat's Money says that's right. They were still researching because the police not forthcoming with information. And Annette Henry said, thanks at tells this needs to be verified. We need to start voicing these issues so they can stop hiding that due to family links. He is getting away with his wrongdoings because that's the talk. His family is well connected. He's been doing this for a while. Police know him very well. Remember the young lady that said when he used to stalk her, the police, and he used to walk beside her like him is our man, and the police officer saw them and thought that she was talking to him, entertaining him, and the police officer said, warn her and say, yo, a dangerous somebody that, you know, make sure you're not nothing with him kind of thing. So it kind of leads to the narrative where that's out there. Yeah, he's well known. They know him. So if a long time him do this and they know him and he's been getting away with it, I'll pump my brakes for a minute. I'll give them time to put it all together properly. I don't want it rushed. I want it to be solid. I want it to be solid. There are reasons why them pick him up when the lady was found dead. They are looking into many different issues. This is Jamaica. Absolutely. But people don't just pick you up just so, right? So they must have something. I said that yesterday before. You're never arrested just for nothing, because you can easily get an attorney who will come in and say, charge my client or let him go, right? And under constitutional law, they have to either charge you after a certain amount of time has gone by or let you go. So they must have something upon him why them hold him. We'll get into that at a later date. Make we get into this other one though. Unstoppable Josh says there's 1,600 people viewing and only 350 likes. Let's make the like at least 1K peeps. Shout out Unstoppable Josh. Big up yourself. I appreciate you. This whole story about St. James gang war spread to Florida. I said I never want to touch it until it went public. A man called yesterday and said something about, yes, SouFLo, me understand, because you're a family man and you have to protect your family and all that. No, man, I have to protect my family all the time, regardless. We don't walk with fear and we don't fear people. It's about being factual on the platform, right? I don't ever want somebody to say, yo, you're tuning into that youth at SouFLo, and the next person's reply is, I be like them people that tell you watch that channel. I want to say, I want to eat that channel. The youth never research where him get film information from. You know, the same always wrong. Or not no gossip. It make up story. So we don't ever want to be that. We don't deliver news. We discuss news. And we reason with intelligence. That's what we do over here. Right? Welcome for who never been here before. All right. It's been published now. So now I can get into it. All right. St. James gang war spreads to Florida. A gang war originating in Salt Spring, St. James, is believed to have crossed the borders and created mayhem in Lauderdale, Florida. That 3,000, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you. They're creating mayhem in Lauderdale, Florida. With law enforcement there, they have determined that they are going to clamp down on this crime syndicate. Jamaican dancehall stakeholders are reportedly enmeshed in the unfolding saga. They mix up in it. A double murder on October 19th in the Sunshine State, the latest in a string of multiple killings that have been associated with this gang war. Remember, I'm telling us more are coming up. This has resulted in the arrest of producer, 26-year-old Jareem Shelton. Jareem Shelton's name is J-Man. This is the same stuff that I saw before. So it's easy for the brother I called yesterday and say, yo, but SouFLo, you did try discredit the man them and I talk about the other vlogger them have give false information. No, I know where they get their stuff from, right? But them take it and then them twist it the way how them want to twist it and add to it. Like some people will be listening and them say, yeah, J-Man, them whole J-Man and so and so. And you're like, boy, must have inside information, cause how them know say a J-Man, cause when they read all the preliminary stuff, it only says Jareem Shelton. Watch and see. Wait till it come out. We know I gonna say a J-Man, we know him as Jareem Shelton, and then the later report says Jareem J-Man Shelton. So now people are like, yes, I true them did attack. This information been out there. Me not touch the information because I'm waiting for the more that's coming. And I'm telling you that more is coming. All right. The men he's accused of killing have been identified as Dwayne Francis, a man with them called Muscle Man, a hired killer. This is how it's printed. And me says so. Muscle Man, a hired killer. Muscle Man is known as a hitman, according to court records. And Jeff Murray. Jeff Murray is called Ford Lord. Ford Lord is an upcoming artist. Both are known figures in the state of Florida and in the dancehall space, certain places and spaces. Shelton is reputedly affiliated with the infamous Bushead gang. Oh, don't know me. You don't know something I call gang name. That's why I want them printed first. Shelton is reportedly affiliated with the infamous Bushead gang, which investigators say is sympathetic towards dancehall artist Andre Whitaker, more popularly known as Squash. Them put Squash name in there now, so now me say him name in it. As I am reading it, gangs originating in St. James are reportedly to be in feuds with another intra-parish gang, a gang from in the same parish. The Waltham Bad Breed gang, whose reputed leader is also here on U.S. soil. U.S. authorities believe that the alleged gangsters traveled to America by boat or by crossing its southern border through Mexico. Watch this. Probes into transit through Jamaica to illegally enter U.S. through Mexico is supposed to be the next thing I was going to talk about. U.S. authorities believe that the alleged gangsters traveled to America by boat or by crossing its borders through Mexico. So now them I look on Jamaica like a hotspot because this ain't the first we've heard about Jamaicans going through Mexico to get into the U.S. But apparently, the three-letter word people them are looking at this bigger because this means something more for them. Homeland security level, terrorist level means, yeah, terrorists can access their shores undocumented, come in and blow up some big structure, take down like Wall Street, 42nd Street in New York City on New Year's Eve, something let off, something detonate, something kill thousands of people at once and escape. How did you come into the country? Who are you? That's why they're never normally too worried about people who come in and then overstay them time because they have documentation of who you are when you came in. Okay, you're lost somewhere in the 50 states, you're running around. We're not too worried. We're worried about the people who can access, come in and go out and come in, and we don't know how that happened on a Homeland Security level. So this reached a higher level now. The U.S. authorities believe that they came in through by boats or by crossing its southern borders in Mexico. Shelton, as well as alleged members of the Bushead gang, they left Jamaica in the summer. They left Jamaica in the summer. Just now. So brother, I want to reach us already. I remember the other morning when I started the video and I said, I see my brothers and sisters doing some things in the name of fame and money and all these things. And I want to think me that talk about. Y'all think I just be saying stuff just to say stuff? Sometime I this minute I talk about. Shelton, as well as alleged members of the Bushead gang, left Jamaica in the summer. And they have been featured in music videos and Instagram posts of squash, who has also been in Florida for some time. This is court papers now coming from the US, which we are read. So when we are read these, we can say that. So anybody says, SouFlo, where you get that from? Oh, you know this. Wow. So let me ask them one question then. Since we are here. So you're there, you're really there here. You're really coming here that way there? You're really there here illegally? What are you doing a music video? What are you doing? This doesn't make no sense. But hey, they have been featured in music videos and Instagram posts of Squash, who has also been in Florida for some time. On May 26, Shelton, he was one of the two persons, and listen good now, you know. On May 26, Shelton, who was one of the two persons who survived a drive-by shooting in Jamaica at a birthday party along Mart Road in the community. Go back and drag your memory. Who else involved in another one there? On May 26, read between the lines. On May 26, Shelton was one of the persons who survived a drive-by shooting in Jamaica at a birthday party along Mall Road in the community. 3 others, including his girlfriend, Tony Ann Reed, aka Two Fly, of Jarrett Terrace, died. You don't remember that incident there? May I tread lightly? Me want the more to come out because there's more to this. The others killed were 27-year-old Chadwell Frazier, otherwise known as Bomb Brain. You can go look up the incident. And Chad. Who else involved in that? Them in police custody in Jamaica right now. Bomb Brain and Chad of Felicity Road, Glendavon, and Chamario, aka or otherwise called Chippy Calvin, 24 years old, of Ball Grove, Rose Heights in St. James. Gonna now put the dots together or what? So this look like friend broke up with friend and friend turned against friend and friend. I'm dropping clues. Friend broke up with friend turned against friend and friend a war with friend and man take side and people died and me I go and read. Those who don't know, you are reading between the lines. We're gonna go over this again at another day when the more come out. And we're gonna lay it all out and say everybody name and everything. It's not time. We're still going off what's printed. Because we don't deliver news, we discuss what has been put out as news. Music producer Linval Thompson Jr., popularly known as Shabdan, Sita Blood Clot, Sita. Music producer Linval Thompson Jr., popularly known as Shabdan, and 22-year-old Tajay Clark, otherwise called Fathead, of Salt Spring in St. James, have been charged in relation to that particular incident. Story come to bump to rot. Sips tea. Florida court documents. According to Florida court documents allege that the bloodletting in the U.S. state of Florida escalated over a reported shooting on October 3rd at a club called the Garden 411 in Fort Lauderdale, in Lauderdale Lakes. According to the documents, the Bushead Syndicate and associates challenged the Waltham Bad Breed gang, which they believe was behind the attack. Court records says that the players are wanted for murder in Jamaica. They're wanted for murder in Jamaica, but they are in the US wreaking havoc. Francis was reportedly blamed for the Lauderdale Lakes shooting, which triggered the attack on October 19th in Lauderhill, where he and Murray were both killed. Investigators link Shelton to the double murder, allegedly matching his blood to 3 samples of blood that were retrieved from the crime scene. Because him get shot out there too. And when him get shot, him run. And when him run, him drop blood everywhere as he was going. And the camera them did a pick up that person running in that direction after them get shot, and them follow the run pattern, and them saw the blood, and they picks up the blood, and they had him in custody, and they match blood DNA, and them say, yep, it was you were there. Now, he was held on charge on October 25th after the forensic video evidence, as well as Instagram posts from his own J-Man Music account, allegedly placed him at the crime scene. Them people are not play. I don't know who or why them brother might have think Jamaica this is and things are gonna run the same way, but I am here to tell you that you're dealing with a whole different ball game, my friend. There are 2 possible penalties for first-degree murder in the state of Florida: the death penalty and life in prison without the possibility of parole. This is not Jamaica. There are 2 possible penalties for first-degree murder in Florida: the death penalty or life in prison without the possibility of parole. People, me can't take them risks there, no? Can you imagine me now in a me good prime? Man go look for me and talk about life in prison without the possibility of parole. And slam gavel, the only thing me I hear is you are going to be living and sleeping with men for the rest of your life. I just shit up myself. And then me pick you up and just start slinging it everywhere. Carry me go somewhere. Me need help. I'm losing my mind. I don't know how people have stomach for them thing. I don't know how people have stomach for them thing. You know, they have this saying, big risks, big rewards. It's okay. Me don't want no big reward. Me good. Because oftentimes, more than that, all me see is big risk and a big rotted loss. Anyhow, there are 2 possible penalties for first-degree murder in Florida: the death penalty and life in prison without the possibility of parole. Them name not give you 30 years for say you can come out. Right now, I'm still me at 35, so if they give me 30, me at 65, I still can come out for life with man. You have to go sit down in there and listen to man a grind man at night time. You have to go sit down in there and watch man a tab up man want to tab you up. Somebody in there find you sexy and a wink after you and a talk about, well, the both of us are in here for life, so we might as well. No, sir. No, sir. Now, shortly after the October double killing, a voice note went viral of threats against the life of Squash, forbidding any promoters from booking him on any show. In other words, book him for a show where I shut up that blouse and skirt. So, of course, promoters afraid, not true. Just like when the people them come out and say that boom bye song, and then all the bookings for Buju dry up. Shortly after the killing, the voice note went out. That prompted the entertainer to post a video, albeit before the Florida investigators became public, before the Florida investigation information became public, and post the video, dispelling the allegations of his gang involvement and assuring his fans and family that he was well and he's fully active. Now, that's the video that I played for you And I said, involving people naming things without full proper proof can ruin people's lives. So me not speak on it until them start call theme name in a this something. Up to that point, his name was not called in it. This is what I try to explain to the youth yesterday. Up to that point, his name is not called in it. That's why I said yesterday, so if me hang around a brother and him drive go down so go commit double murder, why are you plastering my face all over the place? I might not have known the man do nothing with nothing. Me need more info than that to link me with it. But everybody has say, yo, I saw flow in it, you know. Trust me, I tell you that. Yeah, and then man, they are murder people in Florida, you know. I did youth when they around me. And me never know say that him did that do. Those are possibilities. You can't just throw people naming and stuff. Me wait. And this was out. Right? This was out. But see me here. Me save it. Put it right here. So me say, how come the Gleaner and them not run this yet? But see it here. So now that it's here, I can say it. We do believe that there will be implications. So Deputy Superintendent of Police, Aaron Samuels, who heads the operation portfolio in the St. James Police Division, told the Gleaner that the police are monitoring the developments that are going on in the U.S. We can tell you right now, say U.S. and Jamaican law enforcement entities are working together to wrap this up. We do believe that there will be implications on local soil. This will go reverberate all the way back to Jamaica. We have increased our policing activities in the areas we believe may be impacted, because some man might start murder people for top talk or don't talk, or see people as threat that need to be eliminated, closing up, tying up loose ends, just a law enforcement thing. The police says that the ongoing triple murder and shooting matter locally involving Thompson Jr. and Clark will proceed, citing that nothing has changed in that regard. We believe that the key persons are currently behind bars, DSP Samuel says. The cops start theorizing that the dancehall stakeholders in crime is finally catching up with the public. The police is realizing that we have been dealing with this thing where criminals hide behind the popularity of the music while they commit these serious crimes and violence. Here's the talk. People will ask you see them man in book shows? How much they get paid per show? You know, just say the man a drive a Phantom, Rolls Royce. You see a next man a drive a, you know, says a 300 or something thousand US dollar car that him a drive you. You know, says that this him a do. You know, say him live over there. So you know, saying this. I'm not talking to anybody in particular. I'm just giving a scenario. So they're starting to say, where's this money coming from? He don't book that many shows, and he ain't selling that many records. The talk is that the music is the cover. The business behind that is drug dealing. It was also published that there's a war going on in Florida, Lauderhill, and what they're fighting over. This is American news as it was published. What they're fighting over is territory. A man of a certain part around one place locked down. Nothing no move around there, so without I get a cut kind of thing. Shutters move. And the next man is encroaching on their territory. The next man no respect your badness. So you have to share this. And them say, well, if a dirt. And big guns busting. And people are dying. There is even more to this. I mean, there is a detail laid out. Let me just tell you now. There is a detail laid out piece of court document. Me still await for them. I'm surprised they didn't publish it here. I'm still going to wait for them to publish it. Remember me telling you yesterday about was standing on the corner observing a rifle when the car pulled up and so jumped out, and who else was in the car with so that jumped out and was caught on the people them doorbell camera and on the camera. I will pass it and go on. But we're gonna leave it there. In it. Tells in it. We're gonna leave it there. You see them something here? Side note, let me say this. I can't believe. Say, well, some people are wondering, oh, how them get visa and we can't get visa and all this. Well, you just heard. U.S. authorities said, yes, baby. Come, tell mommy open the door for you. Babe, open the door for her. That's my little lady. You know, say time to go. That's what that means. Today is Friday. We have a lot going on. I'm sure what y'all go to the gym? All right. She want to go to the gym. And me want to get my workout on to and all these things. And here comes the little princess. Come here. I love you.
It's a dog. It's a dog.
It's a dog? Woof, woof. Munchie, don't ruin my board, please. Come say morning. We're going to leave this one right as I know. All right? Just know that there's more coming, and the more is really, really detailed. If you're wondering if them have the wrong person or all this, that's all I'm going to say. It's going to be playing out pretty soon. I'm going to say this to my brothers and sisters, man. The things going to go on with that Jamaica, I say, when you come here, understand what you deal with. That's it. Just a warning. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Surround yourself with people that uplift your vibration and with people who actually really do care about you and love you. Nobody going to know enemy turf. If you can't discern who is who, it's okay to stay by yourself. Fill up your bathtub, read a book in there, have a glass of wine, go sit down on a beach somewhere or a lake, something. All right? And stay safe. We are grown people, so make we act grown and responsible. All right? I don't want to hear no sad story by Monday morning. Big up on yourself. Love you. Talk to you later. Peace. Want to come say bye-bye, mommy? Or you just... Look, you're on my board. Here. Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Say bye to them. Say bye, people. Look. Say bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Daddy, come. Yeah, blow kissy.
Okay.
Peace.